Watch this. 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles, and down. Your dog just performed a 15,000-year-old survival ritual. And here's what nobody tells you. If they don't do this, something might be seriously wrong. This isn't cute. This isn't random. This is muscle memory from when failing to do this could get you killed. Every dog does this. Small dogs, big dogs, purebreds, or mutts. It doesn't matter if they're lying on a $2,000 orthopedic bed or a pile of dirt. The ritual is always the same. By the end of this video, you'll know the 3 reasons why this behavior evolved, the science behind why they can't stop doing it, and the warning sign that every dog owner needs to watch for. Quick favor, if you love geeking out about why dogs do weird stuff, hit subscribe. We decode a new behavior every week. And smash that like button if this blows your mind. Oh, and tell me in the comments, how many times does your dog circle? I'm betting on huskies for the record. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with what you've probably noticed. Most dogs circle exactly 3 times. Some do 2, some do 5, but the average, 3 complete rotations. Now here's where it gets weird. Scientists at the University of British Columbia studied over 62 different dog breeds, and they found that the number of circles is actually genetic. Breeds closer to wolves, more circles. Breeds that have been heavily domesticated for hundreds of years, fewer circles. Your husky circles 5 times, your Pomeranian circles once and gives up. Why? Because we are watching evolution in real time. But here's the question nobody asks. Why 3? Why not just lie down? What are they actually doing when they spin? They're not just spinning. They're executing a 3-part survival protocol that's been hardwired into their DNA for 15,000 years. Let's go back 15,000 years ago. Before beds, before houses, before humans even had permanent shelters. Your dog's ancestor is a wild canid, somewhere between a wolf and a primitive dog, and it's about to sleep in a world that wants it dead. Reason number 1, making a bed, but not the way you think. In tall grass, thorny brush, or snow, the circling motion crushes vegetation down in a spiral pattern. Each rotation flattens the surface more. By the 3rd circle, they've created a depression, a nest, that's smoother, safer, and critically, warmer. Researchers used thermal cameras to test this. A circled nest retains up to 30% more body heat than just lying on flat ground. In winter, that difference between freezing to death and surviving until morning. Your dog is on a heated bed in a climate-controlled home. It doesn't need to make a nest. But 15,000 years of DNA says, circle first, sleep second, or die. Reason number 2, security sweep. And this one will blow your mind. When a dog circles, they're scanning in a complete 360-degree rotation. Each pass, they're checking for threats in every direction. Snakes, scorpions, hidden predators, territorial rivals. Watch closely. The head isn't just following the body, it's turning slightly more with each circle, creating overlapping fields of vision. By the 3rd rotation, they visually cleared the entire perimeter. A study from the University of Veterinary Medicine, Vienna, tracked eye movement during the circling ritual. Dogs spend 40% of the circle time looking outward, away from the sleeping spot. They're not looking at the bed, they're watching their 6. In wolf packs, this is life or death. The individual sleeping is vulnerable. The circle ritual is their way of saying to the pack, I've checked. It's clear, I'm going offline. Your Labrador hasn't seen a predator in 7 generations. Doesn't matter, the protocol runs anyway. Reason number 3, chemical warfare. And this is the most sophisticated part. Dogs have scent glands in their paw pads. Every time they step, they're releasing pheromones. When they circle, they're essentially creating a scent perimeter, a chemical do not disturb sign. Each rotation deposits more scent. By the third circle, the concentration is high enough that other dogs can smell it from several feet away. The message is clear. This spot? Taken. Watch what happens when two dogs share a space. The first dog circles and claims a spot. The second dog automatically respects the scent boundary and finds their own territory. In wild canid packs, this prevents conflict. Everyone gets their space. Nobody steps on anybody. It's a social agreement written in chemistry. And yes, when your dog circles on your bed, they're marking it as their territory too. You're just allowed to share it.
So we know why the behavior evolved, but here's the deeper question. Why can't they just skip it? Why do dogs have to circle, even when logic says it's pointless? The answer is in the brain, specifically something called a fixed action pattern, or FAP. A fixed action pattern is a sequence of behaviors that, once triggered, must run to completion. It's hardwired so deep in the brain that conscious thought can't override it. Think of it like a computer program that doesn't have a cancel button. Once it starts executing, it runs to the end. Birds building nests do this. Cats kneading before lying down? Same thing. It's automatic. Researchers at Cornell tested this. They interrupted dogs during the circling ritual, and here's what happened. The dog would stop, look confused for a moment, and then start over, from circle 1. They couldn't just pick up where they left off. The program had crashed, so they had to reboot. 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles. Only then could they lie down. This behavior is controlled by a cluster of genes on chromosome 18. We know this because scientists compared the DNA of high-circling breeds versus low-circling breeds. Dogs with more ancient DNA, those closer to wolves on the genetic tree, have stronger expression of these genes. Dogs that have been bred for companionship for hundreds of years, the genes are still there, but they're dialed down. That's why your pug does one lazy circle and quits. The genetic volume is turned to like 3. But a Siberian Husky, the volume is at 11.
So we've domesticated dogs. We've given them beds, climate control, security. We've removed every single evolutionary pressure that created this behavior. And yet, they still do it. But here's what's fascinating. The ritual is adapting, slowly, measurably. A 2015 study tracked circling behavior across 150 years of dog breeding records. What they found is that each generation of highly domesticated dogs circles, on average, 0.2 fewer times than their parents. At this rate, in about 500 years, many companion breeds might not circle at all. The behavior is being selected out because it's no longer necessary for survival. But working breeds, sled dogs, livestock guardians, hunting dogs, they're keeping the behavior. Because for them, the unpredictability of their environment means the ritual still has survival value. Modern researchers also discovered something unexpected. The surface affects the ritual. On grass or dirt, surfaces their ancestors slept on, dogs circle more. On hard, flat surfaces like tile or concrete, they circle less. The surface texture is actually communicating with that ancient programming. Because on grass, the thermal and safety benefits are real. On your kitchen floor, the brain knows circling won't help, so it shortcuts the ritual. Now, here's the part that could save your dog's life. We've talked about why dogs circle, but what if they stop? If a dog that normally circles 3 times suddenly starts lying down without the ritual, that's a red flag. It can indicate 3 serious problems. Number 1. Pain. Arthritis, hip dysplasia, spinal issues. Circling requires balance and flexibility. If it hurts, they'll skip it. Number 2. Neurological decline. The circling ritual is controlled by the basal ganglia, the same part of the brain affected by canine cognitive dysfunction, basically dog dementia. When the ritual disappears, it can be an early warning sign. Number 3. Anxiety or trauma. A dog that feels unsafe won't complete the ritual. They stay hypervigilant. In rescue dogs with past trauma, you'll often see them start to circle, then abort mid-rotation because they can't let their guard down. So here's what to do. Pay attention to your dog's baseline. How many circles do they normally do? What's their pattern?
If that pattern changes, if the ritual gets shorter or disappears entirely, especially in an older dog, talk to your vet. It might be nothing, but it might be an early signal that something's wrong. So why does any of this matter? Why should you care about 3 circles? Because every time your dog does this, they're showing you something profound. They're carrying 15,000 years of survival wisdom in their DNA. They're honoring their ancestors who slept in the cold, who faced predators, who had to choose the right spot or die. Your dog doesn't know why they circle, they just know they must. It's a ritual older than civilization, older than agriculture, older than written language. Archaeologists have found fossilized dog remains from 9,000 years ago, curled in circular sleeping positions, the pattern preserved in stone. Even in death, the ritual remained. And here's the beautiful part. When your dog finally lies down after their circles, they're making themselves completely vulnerable. In the wild, sleep is the most dangerous state. No defenses, no awareness. The fact that they can complete the ritual and sleep peacefully in your home means something. It means they trust you. They've done their security check, they've made their nest, they've marked their territory, and now they're telling you, I've done everything my DNA tells me to do to stay safe. Now I'm trusting you with the rest. Before we wrap, here's one more mind-blowing fact. Dogs aren't the only ones. Cats need. They're recreating the motion of nursing, pressing on their mother's belly to stimulate milk. It's comfort ritual from kittenhood that never goes away. Birds circle their nests before settling. Same reasons. Checking the structure, scanning for threats, settling materials. Humans? We fluff our pillows. We adjust our blankets 3 times. We check our phones. We do our own pre-sleep ritual. We're not so different. The need for ritual before rest is universal. It's how creatures find safety in a dangerous world. The forms are different, but the function is the same. I've prepared, I've checked, now I can rest. So the next time your dog does their 3 circles, don't rush them. Don't laugh at them. Understand what you're watching. You're watching 15,000 years of survival wisdom. You're watching them honor their ancestors. You're watching them do everything their DNA tells them to do, so they can finally feel safe enough to close their eyes. 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles, and down. It's not just a habit, it's a promise kept across millennia. If your dog has a unique pre-sleep ritual, more circles, fewer circles, or something totally different, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Next week, we're answering the question, why do dogs tilt their heads when you talk to them? And the answer involves ear anatomy, brain evolution, and a manipulation tactic that's almost too clever to believe. Thanks for watching Evolution File. I'm Alessandro, and remember, every behavior has a history. We just have to look back far enough to find it.